Oakley and Allen's son.
Every guy in the NBA talks trash. The coaches.
Make him eat it, Tim. Make him eat it.
The players. And the fans.
He's old, Magic!
Even the referees talk junk.
Why don't you play the game and stop crying, you big baby?
I'm talking too.
It's part of the game. You know, playing a little cat and mouse game with each other.
You pay a lot of money for that hair weave?
But then you got some people that take it personal or whatever.
Jamie is having some words with Otis, and Kinsey's got Balinese, and they're still jawing at each other.
And if you can out-talk that guy and get him to thinking about something else, besides going out and play basketball, then that's to your advantage.
Who talks the most trash in the NBA? Lambeer's one of them, but Lambeer does it to provoke you.
I use the word agitate. That's a good word for me.
They're going at it. There's a fight right there. That's a good one for the tape.
I think Charles Barkley does a lot of talking.
It ain't against the rules to make a layup.
Reggie Miller does a lot of talking.
Look at Reggie and Magic trying to psych him. Magic, you know you can't make these two. You know you can't make them. Ignore him.
Karl Malone don't talk a lot, but he sort of gives that body language.
Oh, man. Oh, baby.
Chuck Person talks a lot of trash.
Chuck Person, no questions.
Bird, he's heading the list.
He'll look at you like, hey, what you doing out here? You better call somebody else. I even heard him tell the coach, hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to guard me because I'm killing this guy.
In the world of the secret NBA, talk can be as bruising as the action.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, shoot the ball, rookie. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. I said, okay, I'll shoot it. Wow, like that, and it went in. And I said, don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time. And from then on, it's been a battle from the last 6 years.
Although Bird threw down the gauntlet of gab to many, Person was one of the few who answered the challenge.
Person can talk some trash to Larry Bird now. He scored the last 16 points.
Chuck and Larry down low, greeting one another once again.
And Person and Bird are jarring. Person stuffed him and had something to say afterwards. And look at Bird. Person didn't dare look at him.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
In any rivalry of rhetoric, the last word is always the loudest.
Trash to Larry Johnson. He's telling him, come on out here. You're not out far enough.
Let's watch Jordan. I think he's talking to Mutombo. Well, he closed his eyes. And he hits.
I'll tell you a story that I think summed the whole thing up. We was playing Chicago in Salt Lake, and they switched and put John Stockton on it. And he turned around and dunked on Stockton, which was, hey, he do it all the time. So some guy got up and almost followed him down the sideline and said, hey, Jordan, pick on somebody your own size. So next time down the floor, he dunked on Mel Turpin. And went over and looked at the guy and said, was he big enough? And when he did that, hey, this guy do what he wanted to, take me out.
I get a charge when I'm telling somebody on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball, no shot clock.
They called a timeout. He said, I'm going to get it. And I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting.
And during the timeout, I'm going through a play, and I said, all right, this is what we're going to run. All right, then as you get the ball, you go over here and you pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner. Then Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way. After the timeout, we walked back on the court. Larry's going down to his position. Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds. 5 and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And he came out, went right there about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. He wanted to shoot it with 0 seconds on the clock. And I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
I like for guys to say stuff to me because it get me fired up. They start to shut up then, so.
You can't just sit there and just take it.
It just makes things more interesting when guys can talk trash, but as long as you can back it up.
Someone comes down in school and you're like, yeah, you like that J in it, I'm gonna bust you again. So now you got everybody talking.
Certain coaches even talk to you. Cotton Fitzsimmons, you know, I hear him on the sideline. If he get it going, he'll talk to you. From the time you come out the locker room, he'll run you right back into it.
He did drive Bill. I don't mind if you never just say, yeah, I think I missed it. That's fine. That's what Earl Strom and all those guys say. One of these days, you got to explain that rule. I don't understand that rule. If you don't have the ball, you can't travel. It's my understanding. In my next life, I'm going to come back as an official and straighten that mess out.
You don't have to be hostile on the first play. You made a call, Jeez.
But Cotton is not the only coach who practices creative communication.
Game just starting. Holy what's going on?
Hey, Jim, if you missed it, admit it, will you? He doesn't have to go through. You're wrong. You are wrong.
They're into the game, you know. They're trying to get the best out of their players, and they're talking to them, trying to get their confidence up.
And watching the game. You're not in the game. Get in the game now.
Toughen up and play hard. That's all you have to do.
NBA coaches express themselves in a variety of ways, and sometimes the message is less important than the way in which it is delivered.